All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Lawrence going to throw straight away here. He finds his running back deep down the left side. He makes it in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars take a 6-0 lead right away. One snap in, and this offense as efficient as they could be, partner, and looking very dangerous to begin this ball game too.
Yeah, you know, it's one thing for coaches to tell us in our production meetings they want to be a quick strike offense, got to be explosive. But they put that talk into action. One play from scrimmage, one touchdown, and one massive statement sent across the field.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Fielded at the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Here we go. 11. 11.
Right to the air, Burrow. And his first offering of the game winds up incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Burrow throwing again on 2nd and 10. Oh, he nearly starts the game off with a pick. Just couldn't hang on to it. Good defensive play, though, regardless. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Here we go. 11 mighty. 11 MT tape. 11 MT tape.
On 3rd down, here's Burrow. Forces that one, and it's intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Giving away possession with the pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Going the wrong way. It's 2nd and goal now, back at the 12. Lawrence working from the gun. Chased out to his right. Cut near the goal line. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal. The Jaguars are going to call their first timeout. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. They send a man in motion. Quick pass, right side, complete. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Not even 2 minutes in, Brock, and they've already got 2 touchdowns up on that scoreboard.
Okay, even by the standard the elite offense set every season, this is some incredibly fast-paced scoring to begin a game. They got off the bus ready to roll full speed from the start.
Little able to connect on the point after. And the Jaguars drive out to an early 14-0 lead. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Chooses to bring this one out.
Ready?
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Let's get set.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and 3 now.
Gun. Got 12.
From the 28. Into the hands of Colt. And he's out of bounds past midfield. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
Here we go. 11 Thomas.
Backfield is empty as they motion him outright. Has him on the quick hitter. Still has some space inside the 35. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. They pick up 20 yards there. And it sets up a Cincinnati 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
11 empty. Got
1st down, Burrow to throw. It's another 1st half mistake. He's intercepted again. Roger McCreary takes it away. Hits the 20. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. You want to know how strong the coverage was there? Man, they even had that underneath throw locked down, Brock, and he took it the other way.
It's really, really hard to find a better rep than that one in coverage. You're so spot on. Covered it down the field. Usually a gimme to the running back. The only thing was a gimme 6.
Little tacks on the extra point. And the Jaguars push their lead to 21-zip already. A quick chance at redemption after that pick-6 as it's sent away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. 11 Thomas.
After the pick, here's Burrow again. This complete to Colt. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
11.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. Here's 2nd and 2. He throws a bullet deep to the right. He's got it inside the 25. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
Get set. Got
They'll try and punch it in. And he can only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to haul him down near the line.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Gun. Shot.
Running for it again. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense. So now, here's 3rd and goal.
11 and 12. Here we go. Shot.
3rd time's the charm. He gets it again. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Only 1 yard on the pickup. Oh, boy. Now they're facing 4th and goal.
This front, well, they've done a good job bending and not breaking. 1st down, didn't score. 2nd down, didn't score. And now 3rd and goal, can't find the end zone either.
Less than a yard, all that's needed on 4th and goal. Oh, they'll try and run it in. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. And he will not get there. They stop him on 4th and goal. What a stand to force that turnover on downs.
I love aggressive defenses, and a blitz on 4th down's a gutsy call. But it can work against the pass, or in that case, against the run. Good luck running for the sticks when you've got a whole defense crashing the line of scrimmage off the snap.
On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. Complete to his back, Tank Bigsby. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. Dax Hill up for the stop. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Empty backfield now. The running back motions out left. Dump off caught by his back. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. That's 1 quarter down in our Christmas Eve contest. 21-0 our score. Back in a moment with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Back for the 2nd quarter. It's Jaguar football. They're looking at 3rd and 7. Throwing from near his own goal line. Throw is caught by the back. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field's thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
From their own end zone, and he gets it away. And he's brought down before the return gets far. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And the Bengals are set up quite well for their next possession. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
Here we go. 11. 11. Shot.
Burrow out of the shotgun. That one's cut along the left sideline. He makes it in for the Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals start to fight back with their first points of this game. That one right down the middle. And the Bengals get it back to a 14-point game. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now a give running right. No one around. He's got space. And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They strike for 23 yards. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down. They kick the running back in motion. Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
The give here on second. And they wrap him up after a short push to the 42. Only a yard that time, so now they're left with 3rd and 13.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game, the type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Lawrence. Completed to his running back. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Lawrence. Dumped off to his running back. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. 2nd and long. They didn't have to pass, Brock, but you kind of knew that was what was coming. And they had the right coverage out there to pick it off.
Yeah, you really have two choices here, Kate, offensively, right? You could play conservative, try to get to a manageable 3rd down, or you go step on the gas with aggressiveness. And I love aggressiveness.
And he's not going to escape this. The Jags drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And that is what we call a stat stuffer. First, Kate, he picks it up, and then he gets into the backfield and gets home for the sack, and now he is just feeling it. He's thinking to himself, today is my day. And let me tell you, as a former quarterback, you don't want any defender ever thinking and playing with that confidence.
Short pass brought in. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Brought to the ground by Dante Jackson.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Orlando. The Bengals in possession. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Burrow from the gun. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati! The Bengals parlay the interception into points. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bengals chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all, so they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
Now Lawrence on the play fake. Looking to his fullback now. And he's out of bounds after getting this to the opposing 45. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's a Jaguar 1st down. Here's the handoff. And he's got this down to the 40. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
The humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Here's 2nd and 5. That's complete, Mike Evans. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. They get 6 and a 1st down as well.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
1st down throw, Lawrence hits his running back. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Peyton Wilson getting there for the stop. A timeout taken by Jacksonville. It's 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. From the 28. He finds Evans, left side. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down. From the red zone now. Setting up the running back screen. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Now a timeout called by the Jaguars. That's their 3rd. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Running back sent in motion. Sticking in the air with Lawrence. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. Just got a hand up on that to break it up. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And now they're staring at 4th and long. The kick by Shudak is good. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
You know, you look at that 3rd down play, looking back, and it really turns into a 3-point play. It's why situational work is so critical. Coaches talk about it all the time. Sure, you love the field goal, but man, they would have loved a touchdown more.
And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. First and 10 now with all of 15 seconds left to utilize in this half.
Stop. 11 empty. 11 empty. Stop.
Burrow to the air now. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now.
You know, ball skills are not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge gain.
11 Thomas. Stop.
Looking to throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's trying to go deep again. Big gain downfield. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. Ball spotted on the left hash, 49 yards out. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our 2nd half. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30.
On 1, ready?
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Stop.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Stop.
Burrow. Culp with a catch. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the 1st.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
3rd and just 2 to go.
Here we go.
Looking to throw, Burrow. Oh no, they get him yet again. Finds a seam, left side, he's off to the races. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. But we all know getting the interception is the important thing, Brock. But how about this guy having the wherewithal to transition into a really nice return to then get the touchdown out of it, too?
Yeah, that's a great point. We talk about it with the receivers, right? Getting vertical right away after making a catch. But same thing for these defenders when they make a pick. They secure the football, sure. But instantly they go back to their offensive days. They want that touchdown, and they want a moment they won't forget.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. From his own end zone, here we go. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Here we go. 11. Stop.
Now Burrow. He puts everything behind this one. They connect on the deep shot. They get 38 out of the play. And it'll be 1st down, Bengals.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, That gets the job done.
11, 11, 11. 12, 12, 12. Stop.
On first down, here's Burrow. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Jaguars take over on his 5th interception of the season.
4 picks, 1 game. Hey, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, I think it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
They kick the running back in motion. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Has him on the quick hitter. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
Complete beyond the marker. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. They've got a man in motion. Trying again, following the sack. Built up this one off to his running back, complete. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Brought down by Trey Hendrickson.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Running back sent in motion. Throwing is Lawrence on 3rd down. And he let his man too much there, Buck. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
The offense not shy about sending him downfield to try and stretch that secondary. Even still, one of the deeper targets you'll see him get. It's a shame they couldn't find a connection.
Jacksonville in punt formation. And he'll try to have his 2nd punt top his 1st one. First punt win 45 yards. This looks considerably further. Looking up towards the dome. Can't bring it in clean. Oh, no, and it bounces out of their own end zone. That's going to be a safety. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
11, 11, 11, 11. Stop.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Completed to his running back. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
1st and 10 now. Here's Burrow. Launches one deep downfield. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Now they'll try to knock the extra point through. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bengals chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Lawrence in the pistol. Short pass brought in. Get some space around midfield. It's a 33-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
Down inside the 40 now with a 1st down following that last play. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Lawrence now off the play action. Got Evans, it's complete. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Eve. It's Jaguars football with a slight lead. Just got to hang on to it for one final quarter. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Man in motion here. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they needed more than one defender. Their powerful runner stopped for just 1 yard.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Throwing the out route complete. And they're going to take this in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th. T. Higgins the touchdown. On is Little for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Jaguars double their lead to 14. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Starting from the 5. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Complete out to the right. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
Man, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the 1st down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
12, 12, 12. 11 MT. 11 Thomas. 11, 11, 11. Time.
1st down, Burrow to throw. Makes the grab in bounds left side. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
First down from the red zone. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
They gotta go.
Working quickly here.
11.
Another try following the sack. That's knocked away by a defender. Incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Here we go. 11. 12. Stop.
Burrow out of the shotgun. And he didn't get enough into that throw. That's low and incomplete, so they're going to be facing 4th down coming up.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th.
11 mighty. Stop.
Trying for it with Burrow. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Hey, line. 30 left.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
To the air, 3rd and long. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. Call that punt a 52-yard effort. And it'll be Bengals football. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
11 empty. Here we go. 12. 11 empty.
Burrow from the gun. Oh no, they get him yet again! Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. The team total is now up to 5, Brock. 5 times they've picked this offense off.
Say it a 3rd time for me, Kate, would you? Twist the knife for all the fans of this offense watching at home.
5 interceptions in one game. You just got to marvel at how well they played in coverage from start to finish.
Yeah, this goes beyond marveling. This goes to best case scenario in their game plan. This is one of those special games where absolutely everything is clicking. These defenders, it's like they're seeing the entire field in perfect 20/20 vision. Now might be a good spot to remind everybody, about for the thousandth time, how much better athletes these D tackles are today, Kate. A decade or two ago, they just ate up space. Now, they eat up running backs.
He's on the move. He tucks it and takes off. And he'll be across midfield and close to that 45 before going out. They'll get 18 yards there. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down. Motioning the tight end now. Complete. It's Ingram. He has room past the 25. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset? A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. He's got the hook up to Ingram. And they're going to take this in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars have likely locked up the win right there. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock, but I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, Kate. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on him. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
He fields it from the 8. He stopped on the return at the 27.
On one, ready?
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Burrow throwing out of the pistol. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. That's caught at the 25. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals get it back to within 2 possessions. Lining up now to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bengals get it back to a 14-point game. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Lawrence throwing here. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Lawrence trying again on 2nd. This is hauled in by Ingram. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. Got a man, it's Bigsby. And this one does not go far. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. A give left side. Here's Evans. And the reverse call pays off. Some decent yardage before he's brought down. So we will not reach the 2-minute warning. The defense calling time here, 2:08 on the clock.
Well, I know this. This staff loves the athleticism and versatility he brings to the offense. That's not only as a receiver, but as someone who can take occasional carries and turn them into good yards.
And they'll make this stop after a short gain to the 48. So the defense gaming the clock a little bit. So they call a timeout just before our 2-minute warning, 2:04 to go. one more snap before the 2-minute warning. Back to the well again. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. We reach the 2-minute warning from Orlando. Bengals 14 points back. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Burrow to the air now. This complete to Cope. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Bengals have to move here. Clock's running as they hustle to the line. That one's complete right side. And he's out of bounds right at the 25-yard line.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
From the 25 on second down. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars regain possession as he makes the 30th interception of his career.
I think it's safe to say his day is beyond repair now, if it wasn't long ago. He just hasn't been reading these coverages at all, and it's clearly not on the same page with his receivers. I think it really is now time to think about his confidence for future games and get him out of this ball game.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
They'll run here on first down. And he made the most of his running room on that one, getting it down to the 27. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
11. Let's go.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. But still plenty of options left on 3rd and short. Lawrence working from the gun. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And they're going to take this in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars make it a 3-score game in the 4th. Little able to connect on the point after. And the Jaguars stretch their lead to 21. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Gun. Cut. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. Cut.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Completes this one to Chase. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. And here's the timeout with just 1 second left on the clock. So we're going to have one more play left in a game that's already decided.
Here we go. Stop.
One final shot here. Trying to push it deep downfield. And that last pass falls incomplete as this game comes to a